comes a new challenger.
We're about to see a mirror match go down, where they can match each other move for move. This is the hardest kind of match. Who will come out on top?
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to bait him with the projectile. Good anti-air. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Lots of aggression from both sides. Deal some damage with that quick combo. What's going to follow the combo? Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Consistent anti-air is huge because shutting down the air game will let you dictate the pace of the match much easier. Player 1 chases them down. Takes a trip. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Solid combo. Shoots off a fireball up close. Player 2 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? Closing moments of the match. To come from the brink like that, what a comeback! Player 1 with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up? Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Low heavy hits, mix up incoming. Big throws. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Very slick with the combo. Hits him with a stop and bop. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Not close enough for the throw. Blocks the impact. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Jumps. The low kick hits. A real knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. This is gonna hurt. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Low heavy, but no go. Impact squash. The next touch may decide this round. Oh my God, they just choked it up. What a finish. One more.
Fight round.
Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Player 2 hits the drive. Solid anti-air. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Nails it. Fades out the low kick. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Player 1 with the piston leaches some big damage. Dragon Blast Flame cooks him up good. And it is on. Anti-air in the clutch. Clutch anti-air. Goes to the air. Sets up with the jump in. Connects with the throw. Still can't find a correct them. Here comes Triple Jiretsu. This is gonna take a bad combo. Finishes it. How's that? Player 2 showed they are truly the best of the best. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Uses their drive gauge. From upstairs. Sticks the combo. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. Goes for an overhead. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Let's get everything up until now, and everything from here on out is so vital. Smart play with the throw. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side kick. Barely blocks the jump in. Uses the gauge for a super arm. This Dragon Lash Flame could be big. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? What'll happen here? Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Can this drive? The projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Jump. This is gonna hurt. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They got the low kick hits. Player 2 with the rhythm crowns him from above. Jump. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Closes in. Jump. No way. No signs of letting up from out of the corner. Player 2 has a full drive gauge, but is on the brink of connects with the throw. Oh, here we go. Back dashes for speed. Excellent block. A real test of nerves here. Throws him. Player 2. Wow, reads the counterattack. Catches out the cage right there. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it.
Sit down and shut up!
No one could have called that. Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win.
We currently have a player on a winning streak. We currently have a player on a winning streak. The featured player's win streak has been stopped. We currently have a player on a winning streak. The featured player's win streak has been stopped. The featured player's win streak has been stopped. We currently have a player on a winning streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
It's a mirror match. There's gonna be a lot of pride on the line for this one.
Gotta do this. Come on. Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checks with the projectile. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Who's gonna make a move? A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're gonna eat tons of damage. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Can they outlast it? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Decides to meet them in the air. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Got their eye on the air. Great work finding the open. This stun might mean the end of this round. Life lead opens up. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. And the throw ends the round. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Closes the gap. Just goes for it at this range. They've piled up the null. Now, how are they going to use it? How's this? Will gain control of the match in the early going. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Both fighters planning something? grabs and throws him away. Hits him with a stopping block. Back into the corner. What's the forward throw? Laying the pressure on Finn. They were right to be on guard there. Player one with the rhythm, owning that space. Closes it out. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Open, reads the jump in perfectly. Throws a buck. This is gonna hurt. Gets the combo. Wall slap into the guard break.
Bring in the heat!
Uh-oh. This could really tip the scale.
Bet that hurt.
Super solid anti-air. Player one, reversal. Drive it back, misses. Player one can't let this crown him from above. This is a turns out. Nice fire and whiffs. They're wide open. Anti-air in the clutch. What now? A fireball at that range? Player two survived that tense mirror match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Jumps. Barely blocks the jump in. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Avoids getting cornered. Backs them into the corner. Player two is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Gets a crucial back throw in. That drive impact doesn't get through. They get driven into the wall, breaking their guard. Drive reversal's no good. Player two is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Goes for KO. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Imperial Topsy throws them to negate the block. The jump in is denied. The quarter makes it hard to brushes that off and keeps going. Quick dash it. Knockdown and smart play with the throw. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Still slugging it out at this range. Genius read. Oh, the back and forth reads are unreal. Good read with that throw escape. Max SA Gage experiencing burnout. Player one gets him with a Euro step. And whips! They're wide open!
Bring in the heat!
Oh, is this it? Or are they still in this? Still in it with a sliver! Okay, here we go. Now they can use what a finish! Player one gets the win in a convincing fashion. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireball. The jump in catches them. Deals some damage with that quick combo. Player one has them legit shook in the corner. Throws them down. Was well in range to score the throw. Oh! Tons of drive and help to work with. There's a corner switch. Player two chases them down. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Picture perfect punish counter. That drive impact is blocked. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Extra spicy Shoryu connects. Player one is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Oh, easy tech. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Player one will look KO. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Jumps up. Who's going to start things off? Medium kick. Pops him with a shorty. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Jumps. Drive gauge gap here. Player two, this is gonna hurt. Player two has the deck stacked against them. Can they squeeze out a win here? The super hits, and this looks like it's gonna kill. Player one gets the win in a convincing fashion.
Here's a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Let us begin. Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Charges in with authority. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? That was a solid anti-air. Wow, shut down. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Great work finding the open. Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? Got their eye on the air. Experiencing burnout. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? One chance here may end this match. Player 2 has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still within range. Lands it from above. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Zones with the fire. The next round is beginning. Heats it up with a combo into super. Does a good job of pushing back. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Anti-air drops him. They just said, get that jumping out of here. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Blocks it. Drive gauge gap here. Fireball into the corner. What? Anti-air. Not willing to risk it for the overdrive. Player 1 can't let this simmer. It flatlines him. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Jumps up. Jump in finds the mark. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Big counter. Knockdown. Got their eye on the air. Consistent anti-air is huge because shutting down the air game will let you dictate the pace of the match much easier. Were they baiting them into that? Fires off the Shiku Hadouken. Going in? Player 1 must be feeling good after that super, but they gotta keep on the gas. Burnout activates. Player 2 is gonna have KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Holds out with the block. Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? Now, can they finish the job? Throws them. What's next? Player 2 can build off this lead. Takes a trip. Barely blocks the jumping. Took him to the corner in a flash. Jumps up. Goes for the jump in. Going in. Perfect KO. They were in full control there. Well, listen. When you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Was well in range to score the throw. They're not gonna allow any jump-ins. There's a corner switch. Gets out of the corner. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move where you're gonna eat tons of damage. Player 2 has the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Escapes the corner to reset the situation. Who's it gonna be? The jump-in is denied. Not having the cross-up. All right, what's coming up next? Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Knockdown. throws out a projectile. Gets him. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
The impact doesn't do anything. Parries the projectile. Now what's the follow-up? Saw the projectile easily. They'll want to be careful of positioning here while on the lookout for more projectiles. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Both fighters planning something? Player 1 chases them down. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Looking for a chance. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Good distance for a shot. Player 1, the super doesn't hit. Grabs and connects with the throw. Player 2, wall flat into the guard frame. The Dragon Lash Flame giving them a side switch on top of the damage. Holy! This is that with confidence.
Shit!
Still alive? Still alive? It doesn't kill. They're still in this. This is a critical moment. Who will come out on top? Flatline zone. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Open for the fireball. Who's going to steal this win? Barely blocks the jump in. The match just started. It's anyone's game. So, what's next? Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Gotta be careful. Goes to the air. Good judgment there. Hits him with a stopping bomb. Player gotta do better than that. Excellent block to shut off the impact. Player 2 is barely hanging up. Burns out. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Close that off. The Dragon Lash Super hits home. What now? Player 2 is mounting a comeback. What else is up their sleeve? Throws them. Halfway through the round. Close range, now they can use drugs. Both sides getting ready. Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? Oh my god, they just choked it up. Throws them. How long will this offensive assault continue? Dragon Lash Flame cooks them up good. Amazing. A real test of nerves here. Presses for a reaction with the fire. Closes it out. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jumps in. Grabs and throws him away. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Avoids getting cornered. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. All right. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Nails the anti-air. From up above. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. They're barely hanging in there. Can they hold out any longer? In a dire situation, they can't get some. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Steps back to start things off. Everything up until now. Brings out the super arc. How is this gonna work out for them? Will that super be the turning point? That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. A quick breather. The impact doesn't do anything. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive hits. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Going in. Connects with medium kick. Shinku Hadouken. Ooh, they're gonna feel that. Here we go. Player 1 might have just shifted this round into high gear. Big opportunity now in this corner. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. This can lead to some big damage. Oh no, they're stunned. What a finish! Player 2 showed some very good growth during that matchup. How How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Jumps? Blow whips. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Brings out the super art. How is this going to work out for them? Back throw for the side throw. In there! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Gets a risky buff in. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Brushes off the impact. Player 2 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Anti-air drops. Consistent anti-air is huge because shutting down the air game will let you dictate the pace of the match much easier. Player 2 experiencing burnout. Player 2 hits them with a stop and pop. Oh no, they're stunned. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 KO. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Reads the jump in perfectly. Oh my god, they just jumped it up! Player 1 took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. What will they do next? Throw is denied. What a read! Clutch anti-air. Oh, here we go. Player 2 corrects them. Here comes the corner pressure. Wall splat into the guard break. Player 1 with the rhythm, owning that space. What now? Fireball pressure. Truck low, heavy, but no go. Flatline zone. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Decides to meet them in the air. Close them. What's next? Closes the gap for the grab. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. With the forward throw, the battle in the corner continues. They get the wall splat, and now the opponent is defenseless. Their life is looking critical, and they can't add the little super juice into this combo for more damage. Will that super be the turning point? Life lead opens up. KO! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. A brave forward jump there to start. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Smart play with the throw. That will do some good damage. Looking to impress with this super. Shipujinrai doing the business. What'll happen? They're going for the super arc. Now, can they finish the job? Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Blocks.
Sure you can.
This may be it. Gets him with a Euro step. There's a drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Knockdown and... You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Hits him with a stop and pop. Play turns out. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. A quick breather. Big gauge difference here, and both fighters are almost drops them hard. A train. Now what?
Up and over!
Wraps it up with a throw. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jumps? Good job blocking the jump-in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump-in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Knockdown. The jump-in is denied. Player down to the wire. Not so bad. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Takes a trip. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage, and the throw ends the round. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Was looking for that jump attack. Good job blocking the jump in. Uses the gauge for a super arm. The Dragon Lash Flame giving them a side switch on top of the damage. That's a counter. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. The impact doesn't do anything. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive gauge. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. A quick breather. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Experiencing burnout. Amazing! Like, what a finish! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Projectile to try and change the situation. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Are they trying to bait out the jump? Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Player 1 spends the meter to throw on some massive damage. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Taking stock. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Snipes them out the air. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Jumps up, sees it coming and blocks it out. Holds out with the block, throws it. What's next? Player 2 chases them down. Knockdown. Player 2 has the meter lead. With this kind of gauge gap, they'll want to think about when to use it and not be trigger happy. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball game. Is the fireball part of their corner game? Breaks the block with a throw. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Scrapping it out up close. Attempts to break the stalemate, sets up with the jump in. Player 1 can't use any drive boost. Closes it out. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Changes the pace with an air dare. They're on the lookout for jump-ins. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Tons of drive and health to work with. Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat? Starts off zoning with fireballs. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent, throwing on even more pressure with the fireballs. Player 2 chases them down. Both players have near empty super art gauges. Whoever can build theirs up first may have a big advantage here. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Taking stock. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. A throw to tie the bow. They were stuck in the corner. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 2 brushes that off and keeps going. Player 2 holds. They're going for the super art. This is a turning point. They gotta turn it around. Scrapping it out up close. Gets the back throw to turn things around. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Jump? This is gonna hurt. A wheel that closes it out. Player 2 just showed why they're one of the best. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Medium kick hits. Projectile to try and change the situation. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Throws out the fireball to check him. Gets the jump in. Takes a trip. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Life lead opens up. They block the overhead and knockdown. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Picks up the win with the projectile. Good read. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. He bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. They just went for it with that super. This may be the start of their counter-offensive. Takes them all the way to burnout activates. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. No knockdown as the low heavy is blocked. Dashes up. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Now they can use drive. Are we going to see a comeback here? Pokes with the medium kick. Blocks the low kick. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Flatlines them. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Checks with a medium kick. Goes for the jump in. That feeling out phase is over. Time to get down to business. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Presses for a reaction with a fire. Knocked them out of the air. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Whip super arts into play. It's really anything goes at this point. Okay, throws them. Player 1 is up. Wow, reads the counterattack. Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. What now? Player 2. No. Critical art. We just saw the heist of the century. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one.